Is Chelsea defense shaking right now? Chelsea defense shaking right now. Is it a result of the absence of Levi Cohen? Because, if you don't hear this talk of, if to say Kobe been there, if to say Kobe been there, things this one for not happen like this. Kobe was one of our best. Kobe been this, Kobe been that. You feel say in absence, Kobe not being there, now they cause most of our problem for that backline.
Kobe, for me, I'm not going to really talk say it's Kobe, because even this Kobe of a player, I think his peak was the previous season, last season. That was his peak. That's when he really had a good season with Chelsea. Because we saw his work, we saw his effort for the team. It was relentless. But at this point, we don't have him because of injury, and we are struggling heavily. But I think Maresca tried different experiments as of that last season. He tried Chalobah and Tosin. He tried Kobe and Chalobah. He tried Kobe and Tosin.
Fofana.
And yes, he also tried. Did he try Fofana?
Yes,
yeah.
beginning of the season.
Fofana and Chalobah, Fofana and Kobe. Now I'm not seeing the relevance of that experiment. I feel that he foresaw this time. Like, a time will come when one of these people will not be around. How will the chemistry work with the remaining defenders? But I will not say it is really because of Kobe. That is why we are struggling. But I think the absence of Kobe, it's affecting us in one way or the other. Because if you're talking about an original LCB we have in Chelsea, the only original LCB we have in Chelsea is Levi Kobe.
But Dashi is also an LCB.
He's not consistent. And you know that when you're talking about Chelsea starting his 11,
so you're saying that on a nutshell, Kobe is missed. Like Kobe being there, if Kobe was available, some of these
errors will not be there, because of, if you're talking about a correct LCB, Kobe is there, but I don't think he really deserves the hype of now because of Kobe. No dynamic with the defense, they shake because of Kobe. Then when Saliba no dey for Arsenal, why Arsenal defense no shake?
See, at the end of the day, even the last season that people say Kobe had his best season, under him too, Chelsea were considering like making a lot of mistakes and we were conceding goals. Yeah. If you remember from December last season, when we started losing games and we started throwing away points, drawing matches unnecessarily, it was still the same Kobe that was playing. This same mistakes was happening under Levi Kobe. Now, when people make that statement, I know he's one of our best defenders, and that's why I like the fact that you said Maresca paired or did experiments with other players, other defenders. Yeah. This is like an advice to teams. It's not really good if you just have a particular best player in each position. It's better you have like 2 to 3 best players in that position, because you will never ever play that particular player that they are hoping on every day. You will never be around all the time. You see, as Liverpool day, May Van Dijk, any day Van Dijk say, okay, after this season, I want to come out, go. We go know how far Liverpool day. Any day Musala say, okay, I don't tire, I want to go. We go know how Liverpool go day.
Exactly. Even Konate.
You go know whether this Liverpool now, they're really strong on their own, or maybe not the individual brilliance of each of these players. So in the Kobe matter, I don't see it as, I just feel like what is happening to Chelsea's defenders and the defense is, we spoke about fatigue. We spoke about what is happening, what's happened in the Club World Cup, how they overplayed and injuries, everything. Some players are not really back to their full confidence and fitness. That is it. Now, you know why person like Thiago Silva they stand out. If not Thiago Silva we talk about, and normally I must tell you that we miss him. We miss him because Thiago Silva now has the experience. He has the quality.
Yeah.
But for Kobe, I still feel like he's still in the league of the likes of Chalobah and Tosin and Fofana. You see, even the Fofana we talk about, where they hit on, when Fofana was pairing with Kobe during the first part of the season, we enjoyed him. We lost Fofana. Even when Fofana got injury, and they started pairing, I forgot who they were pairing with Kobe. We started having issues.
It's Tosin.
Yeah, we started having issues, and then we said that, oh, Fofana, we are missing Fofana in that defense. From that, I'm talking about last season, early last season. So
That's why they had to call back Chaloba.
Chaloba, I believe that at the end of the day, if these players come back to their full fitness, they will perform. I keep referring us back to Club World Cup. When we fielded Chaloba and Tosin in the same match, they played well. They delivered for us. So the hype around Kobe is yes, we are missing him. Definitely, there's something that he has that every other player will not have.
They don't
Definitely,
have, yeah, exactly.
But the hype around him is too much. And
So in a nutshell, you're saying that even though he was available now,
things for actually still go bad to me. Things for actually still go bad. If you know, maybe not as bad as it is now, but things for still go bad small. That's my opinion. Maybe you don't need to agree with it. That's just my opinion.
talking about the Club World Cup, do you guys think that why I'm saying this now? You brought up the Club World Cup. Do you think that the Club World Cup play a major role in our players playing as if they are tired, playing as if they are weak, playing as if they are out of fitness? But other clubs that went to that Club World Cup, they are playing well and no much injuries.
Nobody's playing well, for sure. Paris Saint-Germain, look at their squad, empty. Today now they will be facing Barca and probably, or yesterday they faced Barca and probably you hear talks like, okay, today, you hear talks like, Dembele no day, Kvaratskhelia no day, Zadri no day. Now, some people will say it's not only PSG and Chelsea that played the Club World Cup. We also had the likes of Bayern that reached the semi-finals. We also had the like of Real Madrid. We also have the likes of any club you want to mention. But the truth is that the Club World Cup, the new series and the new version of the Club World Cup, the ending part had a different intensity. The way the both teams that were at the finals, they approached it with a really different intensity. They were really intentional, yes, in winning. They used their best. They played their all. Now, if you're following up the Club World Cup, Luis Enrique don't start, what's his name? Dembele too often. He brings him from the second half most times, but when it got to the final, he had to start Dembele, Zadri, and Kvaratskhelia because he needed full force. They were hungry for the competition. And I saw the intensity. Nobody knows the intensity of training. Most times these players, the training alone is a lot of stress on them. And after Club World Cup, 2 weeks or 3 weeks back to league competition, nobody wants to relent. And nobody is here to joke with you. Still full intensity. They are human beings. They are not statue. These people are human beings. They are not robots. So I saw the fatigue in Enzo Fernandez. I saw the fatigue in Pedro Neto. Even Chaloba.
Caicedo, no day. Even though they make the interceptions and tackles, it's not at his full best.
Yes, as of last season, if you want to check. So this, I think, is affecting these players greatly. That's I'm not hitting too hard on the Chelsea players because of the injury and the rest of it. We saw Delap, yes, injury. Tosin, injury. Palmer, injury. Kowi. So when I realized that this also affected the PSG team, I said, yes. I think this fatigue on these players should be coming from the Club World Cup. But the problem is that the players I have that are supposed to be available now, what they have to do is that they have to step up. That's my problem with them. If they fail to step up, it will make the team to come down. Like in the absence of Tosin, I think anybody that should be paired with Chaloba, you should even do better than Chaloba. Anybody that is replacing Palmer, you should do better than Palmer. For me, I would say to some extent, the Club World Cup had a big effect.
Well, for me, apart from the Club World Cup, I think there's something that we are leaving out. And I asked this question to somebody last season. How many international breaks do we have in a season?
International break is kind of, I don't know.
I think it's after every 3 weeks. After every 3 weeks. Yeah.
After every 2 weeks.
And I don't think this was how it was, the way football was, or football was meant to be.
Like this period, the players tend to play.
Yeah, it's after every 3 weeks because 3 weeks in a month, they use it for club footballing. Why? The remaining 1 week, they use it for the national teams.
Now, imagine this cup schedule now. Imagine you're an African. You have your country is playing African Cup of Nations. Let's say by December or January, they'll start preparations for it. And let's not forget, World Cup will still come in. That same 2026, next year. you are still playing club football and you're not just playing league. If you're in the Champions League, you are putting the same intensity. You are playing Carabao Cup, you're playing FA Cup. There is so much that you are giving out that is, see, at the end of the day, we know, like Did said, these players are not statues. They are not robots. They are human beings. I'm not giving excuses for them at the end of the day because, they are being paid. You need to make us happy as fans. Sure, in this area, we also have to look at it.
We need to
balance the equation. The footballing schedule is not, it's not befitting to the players.
Just like now, look at, you mentioned Casaido, you mentioned Cucurella. Imagine now, those are one of our strongest foot right now in Chelsea.
Yeah.
And those guys should go down.
Oh no.
It's going to be a very big blow. And now they will be going to an international break. You know how...
And their countries are being used there. You're not going to allow them in the rest.
American football is...
South
American football is...
Ecuador.
You are going to Ecuador now, bone to bone. Not be flesh in the jam.
I tell you, now for sure, the Spain coach will for sure call Cucurella. And say they over-invest Cucurella now.
See, funny enough, Chelsea players are the players that are most used in the international break.
Exactly.
If you want to check it. Or apart from the defenders, where maybe England don't use most of them, the rest positions, James is being used. Thomas Tuchel like James. Cucurella, they use him well for Spain. Casado, they use him for Ecuador. Enzo. Now recently, when just go Argentina. But normally, Argentina, they use Enzo.
Andrey Santos. They use
Santos, Estevao, Joao Pedro, Pedro Neto.
Portugal, they always use him.
So you want, now our players they use most. So you don't expect these guys to, they want to play. They must play for their country. They want to represent.
Not sure, apart from we blaming Maresca for some certain game tactics, I will say that injury to his...
Yeah, injury.
He's killing the piece of
the intensity and too much of football. For someone for me that have been playing football, if I play like 3 matches in a week, my leg don't scatter. I need soccer for ice block. That's it.
All right. That's a very interesting one. But let's see how everything plays out. Maresca said something yesterday, and I feel to bring it up here. After the match, they asked him, he said something. He said that the good thing is we are improving and we can now win with 10 players.
Quite funny.
That's not cruise in the catch. This is not cruise. I don't carry that talk as anything. I feel like he's just trying to be funny.
Yeah, because it's really funny.
When he said it, they laughed. I think people laughed about it, and then it was like, okay. But at the end of the day, discipline is important. He needs to discipline the players. Even getting careless yellow cards. If I was the coach, knowing fully well that see the way the players are misbehaving. There's some yellow cards that are gotten out of.
Not even rough.
Yes, maybe reaction or something.
And Chelsea players, they are fond of getting those kind of.
I don't know where they got that aggressive. Show your aggressiveness for the pitch as they play the ball. Not they show for reaction. If I am Maresca and any player defaults that again, you will not play. Sometimes, like Gift said, you need to be strict on them.
Very, very.
You need to be strict on them. You play football. You have to have good sportsmanship. You know that this is not good. You don't need to react to anything that's happening. You calm down.
Just see Joao Pedro coming in. How many minutes? And
a record.
You were getting a red. And the only reason why I thank God was because that was 90. The game was already ending. It was, I think, 90 plus 4, 90 plus 5.
As if it was 70 minutes or 80 minutes at the top.
With the pressure that Benfica were putting on the game. There would have been no explanation for.
Alright, and not only that, in case you are not aware, Andrey Santos is not going to be available for the Liverpool game. He's not going to be available.
Problem.
After the international.
This hurts me in particular.
Problem.
This hurts me.
Esugo injury never
recovered. 3 months. Not till December.
Crazy, man.
This one hurts me, bro. I will not lie.
I guess this is the time for Lavia to show himself.
Oh, thank God.
Make it do that in 5 match in, 10 match out.
Yes.
But
since Lavia is there, I think there will be no lapses, man. No much lapses like that.
Whenever Lavia.
Feel fast,
there was
bro.
something Palmer said. They asked Palmer about Lavia. He said that who is underrated? One player that is underrated. He said Romeo Lavia.
No lie.
Yeah.
if you know how to sight football, what they call sight reading music. If you can sight read football too, you know that Lavia has a lot of quality that people don't see. Of course, you will not blame them for a player that also hasn't played so much. You will not see that quality. But if you watch him, the few ones where they watch him, you will not say this guy gets level, he get quality.
If you get any player for Chelsea, we see that they see that kind of Pedri potential for him body in Lavia. Because the guy is a big carry game, and aside from the carry game, it's a big detect game.
Calm game down.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
there's no pressuring
right
of Chelsea when
exactly.
the Lavia's on the pitch.
When he's on that midfield, we
The
don't
movement,
get that confidence there. Expect different things, both from the defense to the midfield, even down to the attack. So I just like his presence, and I think that's true. He's one of the underrated player. Since he will be available for the weekend, I'm okay because I think Enzo is tired. Enzo is tired.
All right, I don't know how true this information is. I saw it on Wings page via Sports Beach. They say that Chelsea are still interested in signing Michael Olise and would not mind paying 100 million euros to sign him for Bayern Munich next summer. Let's say this rumor turns out to be true. Will you dance to that soon? Let Chelsea bring in Michael Olise.
This sign is now, If they fear me to even talk yes or no.
But if I no agree, I go agree 100. See, the why I like Michael Olise is not about any. It's not too unique as a winger, but for the fact that he has that brilliance as a player, that intelligence. He know when things don't hard for the wing, and when he need to make a new decision. Look when Bayern played Chelsea. Cucurella held him so tight. Like, if he dribble Cucurella pass, what was he not doing? Once the ball reached his leg, now just one touch. Somebody just open me and just give one touch. And that was how they broke us. That's brilliance. And the same thing they talk for Liverpool now. When you get that player to be said and get that individual brilliance, even when the coach know they do well in person, the brilliance, then go to cover us.
But the thing about Olise is that the last time Chelsea went to sign him, it was him that decided not to come to Chelsea. So I don't know unless maybe he changes his mind. Yes, now.
Change your mind now.
I say if the rumor turns out to be true, say make Chelsea sign and whether we go down to the 2. Not fully where we have wingers, so don't forget.
Not even the wingers we get. Some players like Gift now is describing his brilliance, everything. And so Gift has been very brilliant for Dortmund, even though I'm not still.
Olise was brilliant in
Crystal Palace. We saw his brilliance in Crystal Palace.
Okay.
This one no be Premier League proven player now. At least we watched him in the Premier League and we've seen him.
And that's to tell you how cheap the German league is. Imagine Harry Kane going there getting how many goals.
No, Harry Kane a player now, even for Premier League now, in the bang goals now.
Olise just like one of the kings in the German league.
No, Harry Kane is good.
Especially we see at some point for Premier League, even the struggle.
Well, that will be all for now. Do it to like, share, and subscribe, and drop your thoughts at the comment section. My name is Peters.
My name is Big Dave.
And my name is Gifto.